slow. I don't wanna be in the right before the face from your eyes. Just another conflicted placement. I'm stuck in a place I am hating. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do when I'm stuck inside you? This cell of ice and fire, what blood red death, lost in desire, smell of life.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Rick Paulton, Ryan Inman. I got it right this time. Look at that.
Damn, I lost my bet.
Eventually, it had to happen. Sun shines on the dog's ass every once in a while.
I think I owe Brian Emmenizer $20. And guess what? I'll send it to the right PayPal when I can.
So what's up, man? So this week we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to just do a little bit of everything this week. We're going to talk all kinds of shit about God knows what and whatever, and anything you guys want to bring up in the comments, comment in the comments, and we'll talk about that too. We are going to talk about Saw 10, Saw X, however you want to refer to it. This guy over here making all kinds of noise.
Oh, that's my boy. Is that my boy Rex?
Yeah, it's Rex.
I miss Rex. I'll be back soon. I know. hopefully in 2 weeks, if everything
right on
goes properly at the BMV this time.
Okay, yeah. So like I said, we're going to talk some Saw X, but don't worry, we're not going to spoil the whole movie for you. No. We're going to talk a little bit about it, what we thought about it, actors in the movie, so on and so forth.
Now, real quick.
Yep.
Do you call it Saw X or Saw 10?
I know it's Saw 10. It's a 10th movie.
I call it Saw X. I have never heard anyone out loud say Saw 10.
Oh, okay.
Is it the 10th movie?
It is the 10th movie.
So Jigsaw was the 9th?
I think Spiral was
Spiral, okay.
Yeah, it's either the 10th or the 11th. If Spiral counts, it's the 10th. If Spiral don't count, it's the 11th. Or strike that, reverse it.
Yeah. See, I tuned out around after the 5th one.
I think I've seen them all. I'm not
I definitely haven't.
Yeah, I don't remember. There's some that are very memorable and some that are not. Well, I don't remember ever watching one of them and saying this movie's fucking horrible.
I know I like the first 3 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I love the first one, and then I like the next couple.
I think the second one is very good.
Yeah. And then we'll get into this one a little bit later because since we don't have a guest this week, we want to first see if your streak continues. You're up to 5-0, even though 2 of them were not made on the air. I had the text to prove it. Yeah. He's 5-0 on all of his predictions for Thursday Night Football, undefeated. I already know where you're going tonight.
Well, money line wise, you do, but with the spread, do you?
I don't know what the line is, but it isn't enough. That's all I know.
Well, here's the thing: the line was 11 this morning. It's down to.
Was it really?
It's down to 10.5 right now because I actually right before
that might change my mind a little bit.
Right before I jumped in with you, I placed a couple bets.
Okay.
No, Thursday night games are unpredictable. Divisional games are unpredictable. Obviously,
the Broncos suck. Balls.
They're not good. They got some pieces on defense though.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the money line on the Broncos is juicy, but I wouldn't do it. I think it's +4 something. If you have like a profit boost, you can get up to maybe +700. And that would
+700 means I bet 100, they pay me 700.
Yeah.
But they're not going to fucking win, so it's like burning a $100 bill.
If here's the thing though, do you think if they ran this game 7 times, they would win once?
No.
Really?
No, I don't. I think you can play it 1,000 times, they're going to win.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, they're very bad. So
now, obviously, the Chiefs are my pick to win. Duh.
Yeah.
But Broncos +10.5 doesn't seem too crazy to me.
Hey, Tracy popped in. Hey, how's it going, Tracy?
Today though, I like The over on Isaiah Pacheco's rushing yards, I think it's 77.5.
I like that guy.
Give me Pacheco with 80 and a touchdown. Denver plus 10.5 in the under.
Yeah, Tracy, this is the football picks portion of our thing. I don't know how many times you watch this, 'cause I've never seen you comment before. But on Thursday nights, Ryan's on a roll. He's picked right 5 games straight, so we're going to get his football predictions out of the way.
Give me the under on the passing yards for Patrick Mahomes too. I think there's going to be a lot of running the ball in this game.
Well, because they're going to be up big?
Not necessarily that. It's the Broncos' defensive backs are very good.
JP motherfucking Cross in the house. What's up, JP?
As long as Russell Wilson doesn't turn the ball over. So yeah, I got a few parlays laid out, and I love Philly to win this series, but I think the Braves take the game tonight to extend it to 5.
Well, I hope for our friend Sean's sake that they go ahead and wrap this thing up tonight. He's at the game. I seen him posted.
Yeah.
And Jared Haggerty from Halloween Haunts 365 and the Horror Shed podcast, also a giant Phillies fan. So for those guys, since my guys can't do shit, I want him to win. JB says, go sports. Hey, don't worry, this won't take long. We're going to wrap this up and get into the horror conversation. So don't go anywhere.
See, we have no guest tonight because we had to blow the budget on a superstar we had last week.
Yeah, dude, that was a great show. I thought we did pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I listened to it back.
You did pretty fucking good. I just hear
it worked though, man. Yeah, so it really did good. And yeah, so speaking of which, his movie debuts tomorrow. We talked about it a lot, and we're gonna talk about it some more. But tomorrow, I think it's 9:50 is the time I'm seeing some people post. What's that?
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. So I'm going to watch the Ghost Cut, and then I'm going to roll right into that. But if I got time, I'm going to start with part 6 because obviously that's what influenced him. Yeah. So, but everybody, tomorrow, Friday the 13th, get your Friday the 13th movies going, and make sure you check out Vince's film, Never Hike Alone 2. Follow his page. He'll announce the official time, but I'm seeing 9:50.
That sounds about right. That's pretty close to what he said. He
did say it about 10.
He said between 9 and 10.
Well, that's right between.
Yeah.
So, did you pick you didn't pick the game yet?
Oh, Kansas City to win.
Yeah, but so with the 10.5, where are you going?
Tough, man. I mean, if you're trying to win a couple of bucks, take the points. Honestly, this game, it's Kansas City's just such a heavy favorite. I'm just picking them to win. I think parlays are better. That's why I went the Pacheco route. Oh,
you're not betting against the spread on that.
No.
Money line and add some other things like Pacheco's rushing yards and okay.
Isaiah Pacheco has scored the first touchdown in the last 2 games for Kansas City. Keep that in mind. That's another big parlay bet. And
if you mix all those together, you can win a decent amount of money, right? Yeah.
I have one going, and it does actually have the Broncos at plus 10.5. The under of 47.5.
Right on.
Isaiah Pacheco over on the rushing yards, 2 touchdowns and the first touchdown, and that'll pay me about $1,600 on a $10 bet if that one hits.
Right on. So anybody in the comments see Saw 10 yet? Because we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight.
And is it Saw X or Saw 10? We want opinions.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Type out the word 10 if you think it's 10, and just put an X if you think it's X, and we'll see. I mean, Jason X has just always been referred to. That's the 10th movie as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I think I've always called that Jason X.
Always.
Casey says X. Donald says X.
Yeah, so do I.
Nope, watched The Exorcist and Totally Killer this past week. JP, I watched Totally Killer as well. I kind of liked it. Wasn't great. It kind of seemed like they were making fun of all today's. I don't know. You could see it from both sides. Like they were making fun of the wokeism of today, and like, but I don't. Maybe they were serious and they weren't making fun of it. Who knows? So it all depends on where you take it. It's not great, but it's fun. I liked it. Did you know what that is? Totally Killer.
I do. I'm gonna watch it. I haven't got to it yet.
It's pretty cool. It's like Back to the Future meets Friday the 13th, or another probably Scream. Scream is closer to it.
Oh, I would love the Mission. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, by the way.
Yeah,
not horror, obviously. Great movie.
Yeah, and JP watched The Exorcist. We haven't gotten to The Exorcist yet, but we're going to.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I was actually just watching an interview with one of our favorite directors. I think it's one of yours, Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah, I love Quentin.
Same. And he referred to Back to the Future for what it is a perfect film.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, for what it is, yes.
I like the whole trilogy. A lot of people don't like 3. I even like 3.
I love 3. I didn't like it when I was a kid. Love it now.
Right on.
And I like the second one the best when I was a kid. I like the first one the best now.
Then Donald checked out the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. Did you get a chance to see that yet?
No.
Oh, it's going to be horrible, but I think it's going to be horribly great. But I like those horribly bad movies. Speaking of horribly bad movies, while I was at my first Comic-Con or HorrorCon, I ran into the writer of Microwave Massacre. And he is going to be on the show, believe it or not. I got his contact information. We're going to get that locked down. And then Tracy says, oh, my God, it was horrible. And I assume she's talking about Blood and Honey.
Is the Microwave Massacre on Tubi?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, but I have the special edition Blu-ray/DVD with all the extras and all that great shit because I bought it from him. Candace in the house. I watched it again this morning. She said, I assume she's talking about Blood and Honey. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm going to. And I'm sure I'm going to like it. I heard bad things and good things, and it's not a classic by any stretch of the imagination. But I knew that going in. I don't even need to see it to see that. But I think it's going to be on the level of the Microwave Massacre.
See, I haven't seen the Microwave Massacre yet, but I'll have to.
So bad, dude.
We have this guy on. What else has he done? Anything?
He's done other things. Nothing comes to mind right now. Nothing memorable, really. Okay. I mean, and I just seen how they have their banners at the Comic-Cons or HorrorCons or whatever. Yeah. And I seen Microwave Massacre so big, and I had to run up I don't know what you have to do with this movie, but I need your autograph. He was, oh yeah, I wrote it, and I'm like, oh cool. And it was a very expensive Blu-ray. I think I paid $35 for it. Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark.
With it.
And say that his autograph didn't cost as much as Kane Hodder's.
Oh no, Kane Hodder's, you said?
Yeah.
No, Kane usually you can get Kane for $40 sometimes.
That's fair.
No, he signed. He wanted $30 for an 8x10, and then $30 or $35. This guy for the Blu-ray, and I talked him in to give me a combo deal, like a picture, because I needed them both for $35.
Yeah. Because
and then he signed the Blu-ray as well, but I didn't even care about that. I just wanted the Blu-ray to watch it and to give to you to watch.
See, my thing with merch is this. We're big fans of somebody way more famous than any of these guys, including Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
And if you buy any regular piece of merchandise from him, he autographs it for free. And that's right. Jim Cornette.
Oh yeah.
And he has Corny's
really good about that.
He has way less time than any of these guys too, and he don't charge anybody a nickel for an autograph.
No, just you buy the stuff, he signs the stuff.
Yep. I bought all kinds of shit from him, even stuff I didn't even ask him to sign, and he signed it all anyway.
Right on. So also while I was at that thing, I noticed that one of their guests for the next Cinema Wasteland, which they do this twice a year, one in the spring, one in the fall. This was the fall one, obviously. And in the spring, I think they're coming back in April, I want to say. Could be wrong, right. But we'll post the dates.
6 months away. 6 months. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jeff Hatrix from Mushroomhead, formerly of Mushroomhead, is going to be one of the guests. And I talked to him about being on the show to promote that event when it comes on. So we're going to have him on as well, which would be really cool because he does the intro music for our show and was kind enough to let us use that legally instead of just taking it. So we're going to have him on, and we're going to see if we can work out something to cross-promote and see if we, when he has his table, maybe we could throw our name on there somewhere, which I'm sure he'll work something out with us. Cool. But that should be interesting to see because Jeff is obviously a giant horror fan. He was in a horror movie. He's been on the soundtrack to a few horror movies, including the Saw franchise. either Saw 4 or 6. I don't remember which one, but he was on one or the other.
Well, if it was
the coolest videos.
If it was 4, I definitely heard it. If it was 6, I definitely didn't.
It's Soul Is Mine is the name of the song. It's a fucking top-notch video. Like, it's a whole Saw-themed video, and they're all trapped inside a game, and the thing's spinning around. It's really, really cool. It's what introduced me to Waylon Revis, because when he first got in the band, I didn't listen to Mushroomhead for like 10 years. And then I was taking Donald to his first Shroomhead show, so to show him what they were like, I Googled, or Shroomhead videos. And the first one that comes up is Soul Is Mine from Saw. And I was like, oh, shit, they did a song for Saw. And that's how I was introduced to Waylon. And then we've, of course, since met Waylon in person, and the AKC, and me and Donald have seen him like a million times together. And it was really, really cool meeting him. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I that was the first time I was ever introduced to you. And I felt stupid for like not listening to Mushroomhead for years, because I was like, oh, they changed their singer. I don't want no part of it,
I've never met Waylon.
Waylon is a fucking cool ass dude, man. You'll meet him. We'll go to an AKC show together.
I met Hatrix several times, but it's been many years. There's no way he remembers.
and he meets millions of people.
Of course.
But Waylon actually right now he's in Australia, playing in Australia without the band. He's a solo down there. They're doing a show with him and the original singer for Slipknot, Anders, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Guy.
We were in Mansfield in November, but I will be in Detroit in November. JP, they're going to be in Mansfield playing in Mansfield with AKC. So I will not be at that show, but come back to Cleveland and we'll be there. I might travel to a PA show. I was looking at the thing. I'm see if I can work that out. Get my AKC fix. But
yeah, in all fairness, back then in those days, I was meeting a lot of people too. Not as many as him.
Yeah,
but a lot that I don't remember either. So
outside Pittsburgh in November, I'm gonna have to look at that one and see if I can get up to that one. Right, that's only a 2-hour drive. I can do the turn and burn, get back in town at 4 a.m, get up and go to work at 6 a.m, and it won't be the first time I've done it. We're gonna try to get that together though. But if you can though, anybody in Cleveland, or just check their page so we have some people that watch in Pennsylvania. A Killer's Confession, man, it's a great show. They'll be in Mansfield and they're on tour a couple different places. So check them out if you can. Like, subscribe their page, of course. Listen to their music. It's good shit. I swear to God, it's awesome.
Now
and they're great people. What's up?
Speaking of Mushroomhead and or Mushroomhead related things,
yes,
I had the opportunity to visit Nightmare Cleveland this weekend.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Cleveland. We were going to talk about that. What did you think about it?
I enjoyed it. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as you, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I would go again. Yeah, I definitely would go again.
Their sister, brother, whatever other haunt,
Chippewa
Falls, Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse,
Yeah.
Chippewa Lake. I wrote it down because I knew I'd fuck it up, and I still fucked it up. But that one it's been around longer, but it's way better.
I want to go. Maybe I'll go this weekend. I'm free.
Yeah, I'm going Sunday. I'm going to the Akron Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory. They're celebrating their 50th. No clowns at either one of these places I'm talking about, except for Akron. Akron probably has them, Tracy.
Yeah.
But the Nightmare Cleveland, no clowns. Chippewa Falls, no clown. Chippewa Lake, damn it, Chippewa Lake, not Chippewa Falls. I don't know where that is, but it is not where this is. But those two are more of an experience, with the Chippewa Lake being like a Texas Chainsaw kind of vibe, and it's fucking amazing, dude.
Well, maybe I'll hit that one this weekend. I'll have to get with the people I'll be with. I'll be hanging out and around Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, but I enjoyed it. Oh,
JP, if you're right around the corner, stop by on Sunday if you ain't doing shit. At the Akron Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory, celebrating their 50th anniversary. We're going to be down there 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. Our tickets are $4.7, but my wife has taken my daughter to see the Taylor Swift deal, and they won't get back here until 6, and it's an hour away. Yeah, come through, man. Get tickets. They got a little bar there. I'll buy you a beer.
When are you going?
This is Sunday, the Akron Schoolhouse, Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory.
What time?
7:00.
Got room for one more?
I don't think so because
that's cool.
Eric's going, and him and his girlfriend, and possibly, maybe, but maybe not. I'll let you know before that.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, because by Sunday.
Hey, Jason's in the house. What's up, Jason? We got all kinds of new people popping in. Well, hopefully these are just new people that haven't commented before, and they actually watch every week.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
You know what, man? I'm gonna hit my brother up and see if he wants to go.
That'd be sweet.
Stowe, maybe I can go with him, and we'll meet you or something.
Yeah, well, it's not far from him.
Yeah, no, not at all. 10 minutes.
So, Nightmare Cleveland. In my opinion, it was very well done.
Yes,
the props, everything top notch. Makeup is great. I think this is one that you could take younger kids to that are more scared. Because I don't think it's as scary as the Chippewa Lake. That one was scary. That one got me a little bit, and the wife said she peed a little. So there you go.
See, Nightmare Cleveland is more jump scary than scary.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they're right around that corner, and in some of those corners you're waiting for them, and then they come from a different spot.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Cool.
And the other place too, they're hiding in plain sight, and really good. Do they still have 7 Floors of Hell in Cleveland? They do. They do. I think they call it something slightly different. I seen it on the Facebook, but it's 7 Floors of Hell. But then they have another name too, but they're still there. And I haven't been there, and we might make that one because what I'm doing is I'm reviewing some haunts for my buddy at Jared Haggerty at Halloween Haunts 365. So that's why I'm going to as many as I can, and I have some that we really want to go to before then. So I might not make that one, but I might.
So I don't want to give too many details about the haunt because it's something that you got to experience. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Definitely the detail, the attention to detail, I was very impressed with. I tried to slow down and walk through this thing really slow and try to take it all in.
Yeah, me too. But
the people I was with, especially the girls, were like.
So who'd you go with?
I went with Jasmine, a friend of hers, and I took Pat Fleming's niece with me. So they got scared then? Yeah.
Well, that's good. I was with my kids, so I was wondering if they went easy on us because of the kids, and I don't know if that's the case or not.
Well, they got right up in our faces, man. Like we didn't.
And actually, you know what? I actually come to think of it, I did message Rick Thomas about that, and he said no, that they don't do that. So yeah, they didn't do that. But I thought it was really cool. I imagine if you got the touch passes, it gets a little bit more intense.
I was going to do that,
but nobody else was, right? Is that why you didn't?
The two, myself and the other male in the group, were into it. The girls were a little, I don't know, but I kind of convinced them. But however, one of them, I won't say which, ingested some edibles and was super fucking stoned and said, "No, I don't want nobody to touch me." So
we have Red Crank in the house. Jared Crank from oh my God, Death Curse Society. Yes, Death Curse Society. I'm fucking everybody's shit up tonight. You haven't missed much. He said, "Sorry, I'm late." You haven't missed much. You missed Ryan's football prediction. He went with the money line for Kansas City. He's on a 5-0 start. So, and the over on Isaiah Pacheco's yards. Yes, was that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, for a parlay for you. And he's undefeated, so I don't know. Probably a good idea to put some money down on him.
Give Isaiah Pacheco an anytime touchdown too. Throw that in there.
So, Craig, do you refer to it as Saw X or Saw 10? We were talking about that. So type out 10 if you say 10, and X if you say X. So I think I might be the only one calling it Saw 10. That's why. Just curious.
And while we're waiting for that, I did watch your review. I waited till after I went of Nightmare Cleveland for Jared's channel. And I saw
that's not that Jared. This is Red Crank.
I know it. I know. For Jared Haggerty's channel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, sidebar while we're waiting for the
okay.
I saw your review for that. I waited till I went to watch because I don't know.
Yeah, because you weren't on the show that day. You were in the comments a little bit, but you weren't on.
Right. And I saw you ended up like it weighted out to a 4.7 out of 5, which is a solid A.
Oh, so the actual review. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
The actual review for Halloween Haunts 365.
I wouldn't go that high. I'd be right around the 4 range, but that's still very good. So I think it's a solid B+ to an A-.
Red Crank says so many Jareds. It's funny because one day I was texting him and the other Jared texted me, and he was texting me about pretty much the same exact topic, and I didn't even realize I switched to a different guy. Kevin Ellis from the Spooky Picture Show. Did I get that one right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got anybody else's shit right tonight. Just popped in. He says, "What's up, guys? What's up, man?"
Who finally got it right.
So yeah, I think both of them are great. I think always good to support people doing shit, you know, in the horror community, and haunted house is a form of horror. And yeah, you got to check out that. I'm gonna go back to that Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse probably this year. So I'll let you know if we do that.
I want to go.
Fucking loved it, dude. It was amazing.
How far?
In an actual slaughterhouse. It's in Medina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not far. I got the address here. I wrote them down. 5665 Chippewa Road. And then Nightmare Cleveland, 7460 Brook Park Road.
B.A. Sweeties.
B.A. Sweeties, where the old B.A. Sweeties was. They moved down the street.
Right behind Value City Furniture.
Right behind Value City Furniture, absolutely. So Saw 10, you went and seen it last week. Saw 10, Saw X. Jared says he sees it both ways.
I didn't see Saw 10 last week, but I damn sure saw X.
St. John's, Michigan in the house. I seen he won a costume contest up there. So did I. I won my first time at the drive-in. Been going there for 7-8 years. We finally won one. But I won J3 Jason Costumes. And Rob Dowell from St. John's, Michigan, Jason. He won a costume contest at a con or something he was at up in Michigan. And so we both won. So Saw X, Saw 10. What did you think? We don't want to give out too many spoilers. Right. What did I dress as? I did the Nintendo Jason, the NES Jason. It's on the page. You can check it out. There's a little video and stuff. I got this here because I can use this machete for the thing. It's pretty sweet. It just happened to be right next to me. So I'll show you that.
Shows you what Rick does on his downtime. If
at
arm's reach at all times.
got to. It's a legit machete too. I mean, this is not a prop. My daughter says I'm not allowed to carry this around, and I said, "Why the fuck not?" I think it's legal. I think I'm allowed to. But with that mask on, my peripheral's so fucked up that I was walking. I made sure it was touching my knee the whole time, so I didn't accidentally stab a motherfucker.
Yeah, because you were at the drive-in. You weren't at like a con or something.
Even then I'd be even more cautious about stabbing somebody because it's tighter, you know?
Well, a lot of them don't allow anything but...
Oh, yeah, they probably wouldn't have let... Well, I bought it at a con.
You did, but it was outdoors and...
Any con.
I was there.
Yeah.
Really nice people rode in that booth, too. I forget
they were. I wish I could remember the name. Bleeding Hearts Creations. I'm almost positive.
I think that's right.
And they have a Facebook, so you can check them out. They do good stuff.
They were very nice people.
Yeah. I'd be curious to know if they ever got their money back from the PA event that didn't happen.
Because I'm sure they were going to vend it.
They were. I know they were, because I was going to buy a hatchet similar to this to get Kane to sign because of the Hatchet movies.
Yes. Because
I already have Kane on a couple different things.
Man, they probably not only put the money down to do that, they probably created a bunch of merchandise specifically for that event.
No doubt, yeah.
That they weren't able.
They were one of the bigger sponsors because he did a thing where he sold sponsors for I don't know if it was every movie or just every one of Kane's Friday movies. Like there was a Jason X sponsor, which I think they were.
You know what, man? Fuck that guy. I don't even.
Yeah, no doubt. Fuck that guy. Let's not waste any more time on him.
Yeah.
But Saw X, what'd you think? And this is a spoiler-free review, guys, so don't get scared if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there won't be anything. We're not going to give away the whole thing. The
twist at the end. This guy did this, and this is what happened. No, we're not going to do it.
Overall, definitely enjoyed it. Saw X, you can even call it Saw 1.5 too.
Yeah, that's it, because it takes place between 1 and 2. In case you guys are wondering how they brought back Amanda and John.
Yes, and that's funny you bring that up because I think that jumping right ahead is my favorite thing about this film was the interactions between Tobin Bell and Shawnee Smith.
Right.
and how you just learn more about their chemistry together and how she became the one waiting in the wings.
Now, I didn't go back and watch the first two movies, but was her haircut that fucked up back then? And I just missed it?
Yeah, it was really short.
She's giving Courtney Cox a run for worst hair in a fucking horror movie. I swear to God, she is.
Yeah, her hair changed in all three of them, and they kind of went with that look from 2, but shorter. So, like, by the time it would have been part 2, it would have been grown out.
A little bit. Okay. Yeah. I just know it looked fucking bad.
Because I don't know exactly how much time elapsed, but the time span that this film takes is definitely a while with what he's got going on. So it's definitely takes place over weeks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody knows the gist of it. So it's and it makes it interesting too. And there are certain things that you see in this that are, I guess, not reintroduced later because we've already seen it in 2 and 3. But now it kind of makes sense. There's one trap in particular the guy has to do that reminds me of something that John goes through later. So very gross too, by the
way. Yeah. So yeah, the games were good. The effects were good. I mean, it's a Saw movie. It's everything you expected it to be, in my opinion.
Now that
Ryan's gone.
No, I'm not.
And he's back.
Yeah, I'm not gone. Now I got to say, that was my most favorite thing was the two of them on screen together, especially their scenes with just the two of them and no one else were my favorite things. Now, my least favorite thing, I have to say, and I'm not spoiling anything, some of the traps I think were a little too intense to the point there's no way someone would be able to do this to themselves.
Right.
I think there were a couple of them in particular were a little too far over the top.
Right on.
Like, how could somebody go that far?
Right, without giving it away. Yeah. So again, to me, it was a Saw movie. It was exactly what you'd expect from the movie. It was like one, in my opinion, James Wan's movie, the first one, is an A+. I mean, it's one of the coolest horror movies of all time. It's a great movie.
I love it.
Then after that, they're not great movies anymore.
They're good.
They're good. No, and I enjoy watching them. And 2 and 3, I enjoyed more than some of the later ones. I've never seen one where I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
I like 2 a lot.
JP says, I gave up on most of the Saw films. I love the first one, and I watched most of them. But I honestly don't know one from the other outside of the first one. Right, dude. That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, they're just like popcorn movies. You eat your popcorn, you watch it, you have a good time. The twist at the end is cool, but I don't even remember all of that. But I remember 1, I remember 2, I remember 3. And I think this one's going to go down as 2 and 3. It's memorable. I think it gets back to what 1, 2, and 3 was. I think it's a better movie than 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but it's still not a great movie.
I think I liked it more than you.
Really?
I do. I think it's better than all of them except the
first. Rob, as soon as we get off this thing, he says he never watched any of the Saw movies. Wow. Saw 1 is streaming on a bunch of different stuff for free right now. Watch it and then get back to me tomorrow about what you think of it, because it's one of the coolest horror movies of all time.
You have to watch the first Saw.
So you have to watch the first one. You watch anything after that, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But
it's mandatory.
Yeah. So back to what you were saying before I so rudely interrupted you.
Yeah, damn it. No, I think, and I've only seen it the once so far, I'd see it again. I think I liked it better than all Saw films except the first one.
Okay.
And I think it did stand out above 2 and 3. Mainly, we got more Tobin Bell than we've ever gotten.
Right, and
he's the star.
He's the star of this one, and
he's a sympathetic character in a lot.
Right, that's kind of what I was going to get at. They say he's a protagonist for the first time, and not an antagonist.
He really is.
We love using those words around here.
He really is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like with the Saw 3D or Texas Chainsaw 3D, where you really felt for Leatherface and you're pulling for him. And, in this movie, I mean, it's a different kind of feeling, but you are pulling for him.
Yeah, and genuinely, not like I want.
Not like we do with Jason,
It's not like with Jason where you root for him just because you want to see cool kills.
Yeah,
no,
he's right in this,
especially with what John is going through.
Right,
you can really sympathize with this guy, and it's especially. I mean, we all know from the other films we've seen him all. He's stricken with cancer. We know this,
right?
And that's the main thing is him. It's what he goes through trying to defeat it.
Yes.
Between 1 and 2, and then eventually 3, and
so on and so forth.
Right. It's just we don't really know the lengths that he went to try to save himself.
What's crazy is like there's so many times where he's in peril in the movie, but he doesn't die.
Of course, because we've seen Saw 2 and 3.
Because they already told you it's between 1 and 2.
Yeah. And same with Amanda. We knew nothing was going to happen.
Nothing's going to. Yeah, something might happen, but it's not going to be it's not going to be final.
Just like when Star Wars Rogue One hit theaters, and I'm like, spoiler alert, everyone's going to die because they have to.
Yeah, we know how this goes.
Yeah.
So
and also Star Wars Rogue One, best Star Wars film ever besides the original trilogy.
Oh, JP, what do you think about that? I know he's a giant Star Wars guy. Rogue One is good.
Fantastic.
I don't know if it's the best one. You said besides the original trilogy.
Besides the original 3.
I like the new trilogy. I'm alone in that, but
the first movie was good. Force Awakens.
Force Awakens was just a redo of Part 4.
Pretty much.
Part 1.
Rogue One is better than Force Awakens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I think so.
But, so they're all good stuff. So, but Saw, what would you grade the film? Since we'll get that out of the way.
B.
Give it a B?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. I'm definitely going to see it again. I put this up there with the 2 and 3. It's not 1.
No. No.
Any stretch of the imagination. But I think it's one of the better movies because, again, as I said, none of these, after 1, none of them are great movies. And I think that this is not a great movie either, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And 2 and 3 and this one are good movies. All of them I like. I don't dislike any of them. I am going to give it, I'm going to go with a B-.
Yeah. So I like
slightly less than you.
Yeah.
Slightly less than you, but definitely good.
See, now you already gave your grade for the original away, so we'll probably never deep dive it.
Yeah, maybe, but probably not. Or we might do like a show on the whole franchise one day or something.
Maybe, but it's no surprise. The first Saw is an absolute A.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I almost agree, but it would take a lot to type out why I will say it isn't. But he isn't completely wrong. That's JP's thoughts on.
He's going off on Star Wars. I
asked him because I know he's a giant Star Wars fan.
See, this is why I don't read the comments when I'm on live.
You can't even see them on the phone, though, right?
I got a laptop, though.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
I can put them up here, but I never think to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I can do that guy. I usually just read them out loud.
See that? Yeah, I know JP loves some Star Wars. That's the thing. You get somebody that's really passionate about that franchise on, you ask them one question, there goes your hour.
That's what he said. That's why he said, I'm not going to sit here and type it. It'll take too long.
Exactly. There goes your hour. What else were we going to talk about?
So, did you see anything else in the last week or two?
Not really. Just of all the Christmas shit show up at my job.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, man, I really haven't had much time. I actually got my ass out of the fucking house and was social last weekend for a change.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which enabled me to go to Nightmare Cleveland. So
cool.
Did that. I went out Tuesday night, too.
Oh, Chucky started. I am so behind on that. I watched the first couple episodes of season 1, and that's it. But I like it.
I haven't seen any of that yet.
It's good stuff, man. Craig says my take was that I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen there. Let's see if I can even read it now because now it's smaller. My take was that I appreciated the backstory given in Saw 10 rather than jumping straight into the goriness of the traps and kills. Yeah, the first hour of the movie wasn't really a horror movie.
No, it was.
But it was good.
Yeah, it was like very dramatic even.
Yeah, the fact that we spent some time with John and Saul's internal struggle was a refreshing change of pace. I agree 100% on that take. Yeah, it was really good. I'm definitely gonna see it again. Of course, after I get there alone, 10 people comment I would have went. Like, where were you people when I was thinking about going? Because I went and seen it on a Monday, the first showing of the day at like noon.
I was at work.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why, and I figured everybody would be at work, so I didn't hit anybody up. Rosa, who's usually in the comments, she said she would have went. Because I wish I'd have known that I would have took you. So maybe we'll do it next time.
I do want to watch it again. I'll probably wait though until it's on streaming or something.
Oh yeah, there's too much in the theaters right now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Exorcist yet, but I got to see Exorcist before Monday because if I'm not mistaken, Red Crank and the boys are going to have that. That's going to be DCS on Monday coming up. So I got to watch it Monday morning. So when they talk about it Monday night, I'll be ready. You got to watch Chucky. Also check out Totally Killer. I just did. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that soon. Maybe
it wasn't great, but it was worth the watch. A fun little hour and a half.
If the Chiefs are up by 17 at the half, I'll watch it.
I said this in the past the other day, but the Chucky series made me rethink my favorite horror icons, and I feel it out. Chucky in my top 3 favorite. Yeah, I don't know about he's that high.
I can't go.
No, he's not that high for me. But obviously, Jason is number 1. Number 2 for me is probably Leatherface.
The Shape for me.
And then that's number 3 for me.
I'd go Jason, The Shape, Freddy. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I gotta watch that Dumpster Fire Sunday. So, how's it a dumpster? Have you seen it already, Crank? Do you know that it's a dumpster fire?
What is he talking about?
Exorcist, because they're doing that review on Monday. They're gonna also review Vincent's movie.
Oh yeah. That's the big one tomorrow.
No, I love Chucky. I just don't. I think those guys are definitely higher in my opinion. The Exorcist is rough. JP says. I don't know. See, Donald's seen it, and he said it was really good. Me and him are usually on the same page, so I got high hopes.
Are you going to go see The Nun too?
I've seen it.
Oh,
yeah, I liked it. I seen it at the drive-in, which I don't recommend because it was a little too dark for the drive-in.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was definitely good. He said no, he has the low expectations. Yeah, it might surprise you. You never know.
Yeah, I don't like the drive-in for new movies. I like them for classic films.
Yeah, Donald had never seen The Exorcist.
Really?
And he's seen this movie before it. I'm like, it's free. Why didn't you watch it first? But he came home and watched it, and he said he liked it.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah. He said it was very good for the time is the disclaimer he put. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit because I think it's timeless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Psycho's not good for the time. Psycho's good for any time.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are going to review that one day. I think we're going to do a whole Hitchcock month someday.
Yeah, we got to definitely delve into some Hitchcock. Hitchcock's good stuff.
You know what else?
Speaking of Hitchcock, Sunday after next, The Bird's in the theater.
Ooh.
And if I've seen it, I don't remember it. It's been so long. It is on free, so I don't know. Should I watch it and then go watch it, or should I just wait and go watch it at the theater? What would you do?
I'll go with you.
Oh, I know that. If you've never seen it, would you know the movie, but assume for somebody who's never seen it, would you go watch it in the theater first for your first watch? That's what I'm going to do then.
Yeah, I want to be there for that. It's not my favorite Hitchcock film, no way. But
but it's supposed to be. It's really good though, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What is your favorite Hitchcock movie? Since we're talking about whatever and anything and everything.
Okay, now let me ask you this. My personal favorite or what I think is his best. Those
are two different things.
Yes.
We went through that on here a couple times where we're grading movies, and I'll say grading this as a film, yes. I'll give it an A, but grading it as what I like, or vice versa, as a C as a film because it's not very well done, but I enjoyed it, so I give it an A. So give me both. Why not?
I think my favorite Hitchcock movie is Shadow of a Doubt.
Okay.
Most people haven't seen it.
I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm. But I think the best film he ever made is probably Vertigo.
Vertigo, yeah.
Probably, because it was just so important.
Mm-hmm. And it's influenced many, 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 many directors, especially Brian De Palma.
beautiful cinematography over this crazy story, and just he turned San Francisco into a character, and just I love films that make the setting like a character, and that's
right on.
And everything was in New York back then, and then just boom, he shot this thing at Frisco, and just it came to life. Just so colorful too, and it fits like so many classic shots in this film.
Right on. I will add those to the list of things to watch for sure.
And just so many too that like I gun to my head at Shadow of a Doubt, but Another Day, Strangers on a Train might be my favorite film. and then the next day you asked me, it might be Dial M for Murder.
There you go.
Like just so many.
Outside of Psycho, here I'm gonna put it on the screen here. Outside of Psycho, The Birds, and his old TV series, I don't honestly think I've watched too many of his movies.
Watch Frenzy.
There you go.
That's the second to last film he made, and it's a straight horror film.
Okay.
Frenzy, 1972, I believe.
Yeah, we got to do another year in horror soon and pick a year.
Yeah.
And then maybe get JP back on for that since he did one with us. That was fun.
I believe, I'm not sure. I think it's Frenzy was 72, and it's about the necktie murderer in London.
Okay, cool.
He went back to Britain to make that one. He'd been in the U.S. for a long time making movies. He went back to England to make that one.
Right on. Yeah, I remember you talking about that in the past.
You know why? Because it was a straight horror film, and the studio horror films weren't doing so great yet in the theaters. The studio didn't want to give him a ton of money. It was way cheaper to shoot it in England than L.A.
Right on.
And I think it's for the better.
So did you see the news about Halloween's rights?
Yes.
The rights for TV. There was some misinformation out today. Some people were saying that A24 scored the movie rights, but I think that is not true. If anybody in the comments has heard anything one way or the other, but Dave McRae, the guy that played Freddy Krueger in the Dylan's New Nightmare, he had a post about people trying to get the scoop and trying to be the first to report shit and getting shit wrong.
Yeah,
and I think that's what he was talking about. But Miramax did secure the rights to their TV rights.
Okay.
For Halloween. And I seen rumors a while ago that they were wanting to Akkad wanted to option a TV series based on the Part 3 universe, which you did that last time I brought this up. I'm definitely hoping that they go that route. I see you're not. So how much can you do in a TV series about Michael Myers?
19 days till Halloween.
Right, exactly.
Halloween, 19 days till Halloween. Kill me now.
So you're just not a fan of that film, huh? The article says Miramax owning both the TV and film rights. Okay, cool. So that's what it was. All right. Yeah, we got the A24 thing that went out was bullshit.
See,
but so
we're going to eventually review that one for sure.
Well, Halloween 3?
Yes.
Well, speaking of Halloween 3, Tom Atkins is also going to be at that con in the spring and at the Cinema Wasteland.
Well, let's just say any problems I may or may not have with that film ain't got nothing to do with him.
No doubt. I love 3 too, man. I love it. But Tom Atkins is amazing. The Fog. I mean, the dude's just great.
He's great. He's fucking legendary, man. But that fucking movie. We'll get there.
I really like it. I don't know. I mean, if you take out the fact that you're not getting Michael Myers, forget that. I think it's cool.
See, I'm not going down there. I'm not going there.
We don't have time for that.
We're not doing this right now.
Another time.
Yes, another time.
Maybe we'll. Oh no, because we want to do the Halloween movie for the thing we're doing. I was gonna say maybe for Halloween we'll do that one instead.
Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna do
a cinematic universe, which leads me to believe they're going towards an anthology series set in the Haddonfield world. And
now that I'm cool with.
Well, I think that's what they mean by like the Part 3 universe. I don't think they're gonna bring back the Silver Shamrock same exact story.
But when you say the Part 3 universe, that's a standalone film, though. There was never anything before it or after it. Just say an anthology.
Yeah, okay.
That's confusing.
But it'll take place like that will take place within this.
Yes.
That's what I think is going to happen. So, I regardless, I think it's going to be cool shit. I think we're going to get cool shit, hopefully. Hopefully, I mean, you never know. They might decide to ruin it like everybody thinks they did the last trilogy, which you didn't see any of them, right?
Just the
Halloween 18 ends and kills.
The first one.
Yeah. The first one was the best one.
I liked it.
The second one was okay. And the third one I liked, but nobody else did.
I heard that.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It kind of got spoiled for me, and I like Friday the 13th Part 5. So
yeah, I know, and that's what happened to me. I was getting ready to go watch it, and they posted a picture of Roy, and I was like, okay, I know the killer is not the killer.
Right. Yeah. So
thanks, guys.
I'll still watch it eventually. I got so soured because it got.
Man, it would have been so cool because Friday the 13th ripped off Halloween when they started, right? So if they would have had Halloween Ends be the same as the final Friday Part 4, and Jason dies. Oh, nice. And instead in this one, we get what they're advertising, and Michael dies, and then they do a sequel, and then that's the imposter, the new beginning. That would have been so much cooler. Like if they did a fourth movie, and the fourth movie was actually the third movie that they did.
Yeah. No. It's weird. You're just talking about TV rights for that show and all that. It just reminded me of something I haven't heard anything about in a while. What the hell was going on with that Pamela TV show?
Strike?
Yeah, but it's over now.
The writer's strike's over. SAG-AFTRA is still going. No actors. Can't make a movie. Can't make a show.
Oh, so that's why The Rock and John Cena are back in WWE.
That is exactly why. They will be gone because Cena makes north of $10 million for a movie. If they paid him $1 million a shot, he ain't making $10 million a year in the WWE.
Yeah,
and they're not going to pay him $1 million a shot. So yeah, just take advantage of watching him while he's there.
Oh, they're paying him enough per shot, and he's got less work to do. So
JP says, "I'm still waiting on Salem's Lot remake." I heard that's a thing. I heard somebody talking about something like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I heard that was a thing that was supposed to happen. But, yeah, so for Crystal Lake, which we're still not even sure what that is. Rumor has it that it's a prequel.
Yeah.
We don't even know that for a fact because I seen interviews with the creator that said that they can put Jason in it, mask and all. And I don't know how they did that, but he said that everything's on the table.
Well, that's weird because Jason with mask never existed in the same world as Pamela alive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't necessarily the whole series doesn't have to be Pamela the whole time.
Oh, I see. It could be flashback in the past and the present.
Yeah, or it starts like the first season's about her, the second season's about him growing up in the woods and between 1 and 2, and then, so on and so forth.
Or it could go back and forth.
And it could go back
like a Godfather 2 kind of thing.
I think the WB Discovery merger is why it was delayed, and now the strikes, JP says, and I imagine he's referring to Salem's Lot. And Red Craig says it keeps getting delayed.
Mm.
Yeah, these fuckers.
I really hope it doesn't get shelved, though, man. We need some content.
Right, for the Friday the 13th, for sure. And that's what's scaring me about the strike. I think it's going to go on too long where they're going to decide the interest isn't there. We're not going to waste time. It is. We know that. But, I'm talking about from a studio's perspective.
See, by the time this thing gets shot and whatever, it's going to be 15 years since the last thing,
Yeah,
I mean, 09.
Right. Well, we got things like Vince's movie coming out tomorrow, so we got that.
True.
But we need more.
Yeah.
We need video games, merchandise. I mean, it's a gold mine. This guy's over here knocking shit down. It's all kinds of shit.
That video game was the best Friday the 13th anything that came out since '86.
Probably. It's crazy how many of these podcasts and stuff were inspired by that game. Death Curse Society, the Spooky Picture Show with Kevin Ellis. That's how those guys started, from playing the game with each other. Like, hey, let's just talk shit on a thing. And then sort of ours is inspired by that in a way.
My renewed interest in horror, I was a huge horror fan as a kid, and we all know this, but I kind of got off of it for a long time. And my renewed interest in horror is twofold.
Mm-hmm.
One, that game.
Yep.
And two, COVID happening.
Yeah.
I had all this free time, and I began to do the masks and met so many people, and here we are.
Yeah, and it's same with me. I mean, even though I suck balls at that game, yeah, I can't do anything.
I played that.
I play the computer against the bots, and once in a while I could pull off a cool kill, but nobody would want to play with me. That's for sure, because I'm not gonna help you. I'm horrible. I got made fun of in the Texas Chainsaw game. I haven't played it since.
I haven't played it in a while, man. Like, I was really enjoying it. It definitely has some balance issues. They have patched it a couple of times, but the dudes I play with, we were just really, with all of our work schedules, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
Never lines up.
Well, with the Texas Chainsaw game, I had like Ricky has it on the Xbox, which is the free one.
Yeah.
But I had it on the PlayStation, and I paid for a month of whatever PlayStation Plus, I think it's called.
Yeah.
You need to play the game, and that's since expired. So I have the game, but I can't play it because they didn't put any offline game whatsoever.
No.
But
I don't think they're going to add anything offline to that one.
Right. Yeah,
like
probably.
With Friday the 13th, it wasn't in either until later.
Oh, they put that later?
Yeah.
So there's hope. I mean, I might be able to actually play the game.
I think for the first 2 years they didn't have it.
Yeah, because I got it. I got the game late. I got it on the Switch.
Yeah.
That's how late I got it.
Oh, way late. Yeah, I played it from day one on PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, because I used to always post screen grabs of different videos from it on your Facebook, and I was cool shit. Yeah. Like, look at this kill I did, and yeah, it was cool.
Or like this whole run, I cleaned the whole lobby out in 7 minutes. Look, those were the days. I'd be rusty as hell now, but I used to play that game a few hours a night, man, for like months and months on end. With like a bunch of great guys. I met so many cool people and made friends playing that game.
Right on.
So, pretty cool, man.
Rob Dowell says it's hard to escape in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well,
I don't think so.
Twice. I played as a victim and I played as a killer, and I thought the game was a lot better from the victim's perspective.
I think it was a little too easy to escape for experienced players.
Yeah, maybe.
Whereas non-experienced players, it's way easier to be the killer.
Well, there were times as the victim in that game where I had like jump scares. I mean, like, it was cool. I really liked it. Because the ambiance of the game, which is the best thing in the game. The way it looks, the way it feels, and you really feel like you're in the movie.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention we're 4 hours away from Friday the 13th too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do anything?
4 hours away.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Watching Vince's movie.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm doing that too.
I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working until 7. It's a Friday, and it's gonna suck balls, and I'm gonna have to deal with people sending money all over the country to fund terrorism that don't speak English, and that's always fun. And
then they come shop the cheap stuff at my store.
Yeah. And then deal with all that bullshit, and then after work, I'm gonna come home here and throw on parts. See, I got 9. If 9:50 is the time, that means I got about 2 hours. I might watch the Ghost Cut, get myself something to eat, watch the Ghost Cut, and then I'm supposed to go over to Chris's house to watch the actual movie because he's got that fancy $high TV. So, but if he doesn't get home in time, or he's got something else going on, or if I go over there and his roommates are all being annoying and shit.
Well, that's a safe bet.
I'll just watch it on my couch on my shitty TV. I have a 4K TV. I just don't have what he has.
No.
Mine was $150. I think his was $4,000. Whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to watch it yet. I might be home. I might go out. I don't know.
Right on.
Depends.
Yeah, it should be good. So everybody in the chat that's still on, don't forget to watch that movie. Support people doing shit, man. It's very important that we get enough people on to watch that for Vincent. all the hard work that he put into this movie, all the stuff he went through making this movie, all the time, money, effort. And you're going to get a Hollywood production. You're not getting some bullshit where somebody shot some shit with an iPhone. I mean, dude, like the last movie that he made, people include that when they do their ranking of the 13 movies because they count that as one of them. And his is never last.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're going to see Lorena Faye's made it. Hello. What's up? She's always on the Death Curse Society. And Chris Faye is their producer. That's her son. I think it's her son. He doesn't look, she doesn't look old enough to have a son that old, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So tomorrow, we're gonna watch watch Never Hike Alone 2, and I'm sure it's gonna be fucking fantastic. And Death Curse Society, if I'm not mistaken, if they're still on, they are going to do a sort of watch along deal. They're not gonna broadcast the film on their channel, but they're gonna have the channel up so we could chat back and forth. And if you wanted to do that, I think the first run though, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it. Yeah,
I want to pay attention.
I want to drink it in.
Yeah, and they're going to be reviewing the film on Monday, along with Exorcist Believer. And I don't know, we'll do a full review on Thursday, but we'll definitely talk. Yes, Chris is my son, not my oldest son. Even I hide all the wrinkles behind my head. Nice. So I don't know if we'll do a full review on it on Thursday because I don't really even know what we're going to do on Thursday. That's gonna.
I was gonna say we haven't even talked about it, but I'm sure that's gonna be a big part of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big part of the show for sure. We're gonna definitely talk about it spoiler free, like we did with Saw, and we'll gauge in the comments. If everybody in the comments had seen it, then we might get a little bit more spoiler-ish.
Yeah, that might be a little tricky though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you know what? Fuck it. Everybody watch the movie. You don't have to worry about it spoiling it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you know what?
Don't waste time.
Fuck you if you don't watch it. You should. You have 6 days because we don't go on till Thursday.
Right, there you go.
You have basically a fucking week.
Crank says, "Hey, Lorena."
It's free. It don't cost nothing if you don't find the hour and a half.
I guarantee it, or you double your money back.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Vincent offers a full money back guarantee.
Yeah, full money back guarantee. I didn't get a chance. I want to order a T-shirt and a Blu-ray from him, but I didn't get a chance yet. But you could still do that if you wanted to. Just go to his page, Womp Stomp Films, Indiegogo. Order the Blu-rays. He has some other cool shit on there. And did you see the pic I posted? Pick a pickle peppers of my Ghost Jason start. Yeah. I found that those shirts at Goodwill, they're almost exactly the right color. It was Destiny. So that's what I'm going to do for Halloween. And I'm going to rock my Part 7 hood underneath since I don't have an official Ghost Jason hood. But I got that mask from eBay that I posted the unboxing video of. The mask is fucking killer.
The Ghost then, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to do the Ghost Jason for that. I did the NES Jason for that for the drive-in. So I'm going to do the Ghost Jason for Trick or Treat with the kids. And I already have a pair of pants that are that color. I'm going to try to wear the stuff myself, like to weather it. Weather it, is that the word?
Yeah.
My first attempt. We'll see how it goes. And yeah.
Well, I got the right paint to use if you need it. So
right on.
I have the proper stuff.
Right on. So did that game start yet, or does it start until 9?
8:15.
8:15.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are they already winning by 10?
Yeah. Well, I was smart this time and placed all my bets before the show. Because we had Vincent on, man, I didn't get a chance to get it in. I would have made so much money off Cole Komet.
Yeah, that was a really fun show though, man. So
yeah.
So but yeah, like I heard from people that Vince is a talker, and he definitely was. Halfway through, I just started muscling in the questions.
There's a difference between a talker and a talker, though, because everything he said was interesting.
Oh no, for sure. He wasn't just babbling. He made good points, and everything was great. But
you can talk
I had like 15 to 20 questions written down, and I thought I should have more, but 2 hours to get those in, and like I said, I had to really force them in there. And I thought we had some good questions. I really thought for one of our first interviews with somebody we didn't really even know, I thought it went good. We've had other guests, but that's the first. Well, we interviewed Stitch, and that's it, right? Those are the only 2 interviews we did.
I didn't do that one, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I did too.
Yeah.
And of course, we interviewed Bob Heckman, but that was before we even started doing this live thing.
I didn't do that.
Facebook Live, and I could barely hear him. His cat was killing his collectibles.
Yeah, always a fun watch.
We're gonna get him back on to do a proper setting like this.
Yeah, now that I've seen his film, I'll definitely
and he's supposed to be getting a sequel together for that sometime soon.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah, me neither.
He can make $50,000 look like 500.
Yeah, he did a real good job with that budget he had. And
it would have broke my cardinal rule if I would have interviewed him before I watched his film. So
there you go.
I won't do it.
Yeah. So I think for our first official interview, I think it was really good. I was very happy with that. I was very nervous doing it. Might not look like I was, but I was.
Could tell, but once you guys were going, you were fine.
Yeah. I went back and listened to it. I liked it.
It was funny because you could tell he was really new at the whole thing too, and both didn't know.
Oh no, he's done this a million times because leading up to it to do research, I seeked out other ones that he's done, and he's been doing these for 4 or 5 years. I found 30.
I meant with the format that you used with him.
Oh, okay.
Because at the beginning, you guys were just like hello, hello. But once you guys got going, it was just fine.
Right. So. Well, it's about that time. We're at 1 hour and 6 minutes, which is usually the time we call it quits on this show. Almost always, it's exactly that much. So, you got anything you want to add, or
Friday the 13th tomorrow? Never Hike Alone 2. Or Vincent DeSanti, Womp Stop Films. Watch it. We'll be talking about it next week. And there is the neighborhood. There it goes.